All right, a very good afternoon to all of you. Welcome back to our Sunday class, children. It's really very nice to see you. We will start our lesson with our good afternoon song. I've already written out the lyrics for you so that everybody can sing along with me. Thank you. All right, just a minute. Just a minute, sorry.
No worries.
All right. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon, my dear friends. I'm glad to see you. All right. And the next song is Looking Through the Window. Looking through the window, and who do I see? I see children waving at me. Looking through the window, who do I see? I see children waving at me. Hello, how are you? I'm fine, thank you. All right, it's nice to see all of you back here today. We will start our lesson. All right. Remember the last couple of weeks I did tell you there are 4 elements to English: listening, speaking, reading, and writing. All right. And every lesson we learn a little of everything so that we can put them together and be more fluent in our English. Right? Okay. Last week we learned all about gender, nouns. We learned about the masculine gender, the male, the feminine gender, female, common gender, and neuter gender, right? And so we have learned the names for masculine gender, like dad, uncle, father, son, hero, king. And for feminine gender, give me 1 minute. Okay, yeah. And feminine gender, we learned names like aunt, mother, grandma. And gender doesn't just solely for human beings, it's also for animals, right? We learn about tiger, tigress, lion, lioness. And then we learn about common gender, where it can be both male and female, like doctor, nurse, friend, leader, cousin, right? It can be either a male or a female. And then we learned about neuter gender, where it's common things that are not alive or innate, right? Inanimate, like for example, table, chair, chocolate, car, desk, bus, book. So these are the things that we learned last week. We also learned the importance of following directions during our when we are doing our work. Okay? The paper in front of us, the instructions on the paper in front of us acts like a teacher. It tells us what to do with the paper, with your work, right? So there are a few things that you must pay attention. You need to read the directions very carefully. Ask yourself if you understand what you do. If you do not, you have to read the directions again. Circle keywords that tell you what to do. Check if you understand your work. If you don't understand, it's so important to ask a classmate or a teacher for help. And when you finish your work, be very sure to review it and you make sure you have followed all the instructions. All right. Last but not least, we're going to look at about writing. Okay. So when you are writing a sentence or writing a story or paragraphs, there are a few things that you really need to look into, and you must remember that all your sentence must start with a capital letter. Right? In the beginning of the sentence, you learned about proper nouns, and we said that any name of a person or a place or a special event has to begin with a capital letter. A sentence also begins with a capital letter and must end with a punctuation mark. All right, like a full stop here. And when you write sentences, it's important to have enough spacing in the middle. Okay, especially like 1 finger spacing is quite good, so that your teachers can see, or people who read your work can see very clearly what's written, and what's written on the paper. So having spacing is very important. And you write sentences. Here it says 3 sentences. Of course, it depends on what your teacher wants you to do. Sometimes your teacher may ask you to write more than 3. So you must write a few sentences if you want to tell a good story. And your story has a BME. What is BME? BME is beginning, middle, and ending. We will learn more about these in our lesson later. Okay, with this, I have concluded introducing the 4 elements of English to you. So there are 4 things that you need to remember when you are speaking English or reading or writing English. Okay, so let's go to lessons today. Today we are going to focus on collective nouns, and we're going to focus on composition, which is writing, plot of a story, which is the BME, beginning, middle, ending. What is collective nouns? Let's look at it today. Collective noun, we have already learned all about nouns. Nouns are a place, a person, an animal, or thing. It's a name, right? It's a name given to a person, a place, an animal, or thing. A collective noun is when they are in a group. Like, for example, people, they are in a group. And places, when we put a couple of places together, all right? Animals, when they are in group, or things, when they are in group. It's a special word that we can use to identify a group of things or people or places. Right? And that's what we are going to learn today. Yeah, some examples are here, but we're going to look at it more soon. Okay? Here, see, when you have 2 kings that comes together in a group, right? If you have a group of kings, you call them a dynasty of kings. So when you have this word, you see here, a dynasty of kings, a dynasty of becomes collective. That means a group. And kings are nouns, right? So a dynasty of kings, that means a group of kings have come together, and probably they're having a party, or they're probably doing something together. So when they are in a group, we call them a dynasty. Here, a tribe of natives. The natives are people who live in a village or in a group together. They have been there for a very long time. So when you put all of them together, like a group of villagers, they come together, you can also call them a tribe of natives. A draft of lecturers. Lecturers are people who teach in the university, right? And when they have a group of them, you don't just say a group of lecturers or just lecturers, you can say a draft of lecturers. A pack of thieves. So when there's more than one thief, and it's a group of them, we call them a pack of thieves. A flock of tourists. When people come to visit your country and they come in a group, we refer to them as a flock of tourists. A team of workers, all right? A choir of singers. So when you have people singing, a group of children or group of people singing together, you call them a choir of singers, right? When you have few girls, like you and your girlfriends, all your friends are sitting down, it's just girls, huh? You call them a giggle of girls, right? And you have students, a group of children in your class, it's called a class of students, right? So you notice the of here, so this is the group of and the noun, right? A circle of friends. When you come together, you can be referred as a circle of friends. Okay, and this doesn't just, it's not only for humans, it is also for animals. A colony of penguins. When a group of penguins, they live together in a group in Antarctica, we call them a colony of penguins. A pride of lions. A catch of fish. Okay, here we can sometimes say a school of fish or a catch of fish. When you say catch, it's normally the fish has been caught for consumption, for eating, all right? So a catch of fish or a school of fish. Sheep. When you have a group of sheep, you call them a flock of sheep, right? Animals in the zoo, right? You call a zoo of wild animals, right? So these are collective nouns. We're going to look at one more. Yeah. These are geese. A group of geese are called a gaggle of geese. Geese, a swarm of bees, ants, an army of ants. If you notice, they're all in a group. So if they're alone, you do not call them a gaggle of geese. When they're alone, they're just geese or goose or bee, ant, right? But when they're in a group, you can give a collective noun, a name, a group name for it. Right? Cats, a clouder of cats. Elephants, a parade of elephants. Flowers, a bunch of flowers. A forest of trees. A galaxy of stars. So when you're in the night, you look up at the sky and see so many stars together. You don't just say stars. Now you can have a new word to it. You can say, oh goodness, look at the galaxy of stars. There's so many of them. So when you learn these words, it's good to use it in your conversation when you're speaking to somebody, right? And then when you practice, you become better at it. A comb of bananas. In this case, it's again, you can say a comb of bananas or a bunch of bananas. A bouquet of flowers. A jar of honey, right? You remember, honey is uncountable noun, right? And then when you put it in a jar, it becomes a countable noun. And the collective noun is also a jar of honey. A can of soda. A pack of cards. A cup of tea. A set of books. So these are all collective nouns. So remember, collective nouns is the name of the group, of, and a noun. Right. So let's practice what we have learned today. Here I have pictures, and here I have the collective noun. And you can help me to put them together. All right, here I have flowers. So what would I say? What would I say for flowers when they are in a group? Can anybody please? What would it be?
A bouquet of flowers. Bouquet of flowers.
Bouquet of flowers.
Excellent. Well done. Good job. Yes, a bouquet of flowers. Right. Here I have a group of fish. What would be the right collective noun?
A school of fish.
School of fish. Well done. Good job. You learn fast. All right. Next, I have goats here. What was that? A flock of goats. Excellent. Well done. All right. Next, singers. I have
A choir of singers.
choir of singers. Well done. Very good. Good job. And last, we have bananas. So a bunch of bananas. Well done. You have identified the collective nouns very well. Good job. Okay, so you know our style. When we do something simple, the next one will be a little bit more harder, right? Because you're good at it, so you need to practice. Let's look at the next. Okay. Remember, instructions are very important. You must always read your instructions before you do your work. Underline the collective noun in each sentence, right? You understand underline? Now you know what you need to do, right? Underline means draw a line, not a circle, not a square, but a line. Okay, the first sentence. Who would like to read the first sentence and identify the collective noun? Can anybody read the first sentence?
Two rabbits are being chased by pack of wolves.
So, what is the collective noun?
Pack of wolves.
Yay!
Pack
good. Okay, so you are going to mark yourself. Once you say the answer, once I show you the answer, you have to tell me whether you are right. Okay? Can you read number 2, please?
Loaf of bread bought a fresh loaf of I bought fresh loaf of bread.
Well done. So what is the collective noun?
Loaf of bread.
So are you right? Is that right? Is your answer correct? Yes, thumbs up. Thumbs up. Answer correct. Well done. Good job, children. Shalini, very good. I like the way you put your thumbs up. Good job. All right, 3. Who can read number 3 for me?
The height of the
Yes. Very good. So what's the collective noun?
The height of B.
Are you sure? You are very sure? Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Yes. A hive of bees. Well done. All right. Number 4. What would be number 4? Can anybody read? Okay. Mon made a batch of homemade cakes. Very good. Okay. What is the collective noun? Yes. A batch of homemade cookies. A batch of is the collective, and nouns, cookies are the noun. Very good. Very good. Okay, number 5. Who would like to read number 5?
Brought a bunch of grapes.
Very good. Collective noun.
Bunch of grapes.
Very good. Oh. All right. Okay. Okay. Can I have number 6? Who would like? Can you read number 6, please?
Lawrence cat had a litter of kittens.
Yes. Lawrence cat had a litter of kittens. Okay. Can I know what's the collective noun here?
Of kittens.
Are you sure? Very sure?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Yes. Well done. Good job. Okay. Number 7. Who can read number 7 for me? Okay.
Can I buy a deck of
Okay. So what's the collective noun? Very good. Well done. Yes. Deck of cards. Okay. Can anybody read? 8. 8. So collective noun?
A string of bells.
Yes. Wonderful. Good job, children. Well done. You are getting very good at this, all right? Okay, number 9. What do you have for number 9? Can anybody read?
We will have a bowl of lunch.
Okay. Collective noun? Very good. Good job. Okay, last but not least, number 10.
We'll have a bowl of
So, Judy, help me wash a pile of dishes. What's the collective noun?
A pile of dishes.
Excellent. Pile of dishes. Children, you have managed to get all 10 answers correct. Don't you think you deserve a round of applause? So can you please clap hands for yourself to show what a wonderful job you have done? All right. Good job. So now that you're very familiar with collective nouns, I really hope that you will use it during your speech or you're on your writing or when you're reading. If you read any of these words, you will understand that that is a collective noun. All right, next. Let's see what we have next. Today we are going to focus on writing. We already focused on listening, speaking, reading. Today we are going to focus on writing. Okay. All right. Here we have this word author. Do you know what does an author means? Okay, an author is a person who writes a book. So if you write a story, then you are the author. So anybody who writes a book or a story, they are the author of their story or book. An author has a reason for writing a story, right? So there are a few reasons, and here I have some of them. Let's look at it. Firstly, and most importantly, an author loves to write because they love to do it, because they want to do it. They enjoy writing, right? So because they love to, they enjoy writing, they love writing books or stories for others to read. And one, to make people laugh or smile. So this is one of the reasons why people write, because they want to make people laugh or smile or enjoy a good book. Okay, so that's one of the reasons why people write. They also write to give us facts or information. Sometimes we cannot go and live in the jungle and learn about leopards, right? So people who have learned about leopards, they sometimes write a book about it. They tell us facts and information about leopards and how they live in the jungle and how they eat and hunt. And when we live in the cities or villages, we can't go to the jungle. So what we do, when we want to learn more about these things, we go and borrow books and then we learn about them, and that information becomes ours, right? So that's one of the reasons why people write, to share information of facts. Newspaper is just like that. It shares information of facts, right? Okay. Another reason why people write is to tell us something or teach us a lesson. Especially some storybooks, sometimes they have values to teach us, moral education to teach us. Sometimes they want to tell us about feelings and emotions. So there's different reasons the author has for him or her to write a book and for us to read. All right. It also can help to teach us how to do something, like play a sport, like your cooking books, your recipe books, or your sports books, or your games book. Those books are written by somebody to help us to learn how to do something better. So basically, there are various reasons why someone writes a story or a book, right? So if you are writing a story in school, you are doing it because you want to share your experiences, your feelings. Sometimes you want to share what you have learned with others and also to get good grades, right? Okay. Sorry. Okay, now I have a book here, a cover of a book, all right? Jane's Pastries, all right? Can you please tell me, what do you think by looking at this book? Tell me, who's the author of this book? Who's the author of this book? Who wrote this book? See, normally a book will have its cover page. A cover page will have title and the author. So from here, who do you think the author is? Who is the author? Can you guess?
Jane Doon.
Yes, Jane Doon is the author of this book. So she wrote this book. What do you think is her intention? Why do you think she wrote this book? What is this book about? Can anybody guess? What's this book about? Look at the pictures. The pictures will give you clues. Remember, yeah? The pictures give you clues. What is this picture about? Yes, very good. This book is about cakes. So what do you think this author what is her intention? Why did she write this book? What is she trying to tell us? What is she trying to do?
How to
Yes.
prepare cake?
Excellent. Well done. Thank you. Good job. That's the intention of the author. she wants to teach us how to bake cakes. Yes. So now you understand, right? So when a book is written, normally the author has an intention, a reason for writing it, because they love it, they want to share with us, they want to tell us a story, they want to teach us something. All right, thank you. Now, every story that we read or write has a plot, right? Every story has a plot, okay? The plot is what happens in the story. A plot as a beginning, middle, and end. So the BME. So every story must have a beginning, a middle, and an ending, right? It's just like a train. So when you write a story, always remember the train that you see. It must have the beginning of the train, it must have the middle, and it must have the end. Without any part, can the train move? Can the train move without the beginning? Cannot, right? Can the train move without the end? Cannot also. So whenever you write a story, imagine a train. It has to have all these three parts so that the story comes together and people can understand what's happening. Let's look at this story here, just to practice beginning, middle, and end. Can anybody read the title of the story?
We are having a picnic. I ate my food. My brother ate sandwich. The ant ate my sandwich.
Very good. Well done. I like the way you read the story. But before we read, it's very important to read the title. Every story has a title. So it's important that we acknowledge the title. So the title of the story is The Picnic. All right. Can everybody read together as a group? Are we ready? Let's go.
We are having a picnic.
Yeah.
Well done.
My brother and his sandwich.
My brother sandwich. Oh no. The ants ate my sandwich.
Well done. I like the way you are very expressive and I like applauding. Good job, children. Okay, now that you have read the story, can you tell me which picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, which picture is the beginning of the story?
1, 2, 3, 4.
2? Are you sure? Yeah. Yeah, you are right. It's 2. Good done. Yeah. So having a picnic is the beginning of the story. Now, can you tell me what's the middle of the story? Which? What's the middle of the story? Number 3. Okay. Let's see. Ready? It's number 3.
4. Number
4. Okay. Let's see. Yes, you are right. It's number 4. The brother ate a sandwich. So the beginning is the picnic. The middle is the children eating. And the end is?
1.
Yes. Well done. The end is where the little ants took a sandwich away, right? So now do you understand? Everybody understand? In a story, you must have beginning, you must have the middle, and you must end your story. So this makes the plot of the story. It's like watching a movie. When you watch a movie, the movie has a beginning, has a middle, and there must be an ending. If not, the movie is not very nice anymore. Likewise, when you write a story, it's always important to have this component in your story. Next. I have another story here, and this time round, after reading, you have to tell me the beginning, the middle, and the ending. All right, are you ready? Okay, let's go. Remember title? Let's read, children. Takes breakfast. Very good.
It was early in the morning. Dad woke up hungry.
It was early in the morning. Then he woke up.
Then she got
She
kitchen.
got
He
dressed.
was
She went
small
in
pan
the
and
kitchen.
fried.
She got a small pan and fried some eggs.
Just after that, Cat put them
After that,
up there and ate
then we
a glass of milk. Glass
Well
of
done. Okay. Let me read so that those children who didn't get to read, they understand it better. Okay. So give me a minute to read the sentence, please. Kate breakfast. It was early in the morning. Kate woke up hungry. She got dressed. Then she went in the kitchen. She got a small pan and fried some eggs. The eggs were so delicious. Sorry, children, for the error here. The eggs were so delicious. After that, Kate put a few cookies on a plate and ate them with a glass of milk. All right. So that's the story. Okay. What happened in the beginning? Can anybody tell me what happened in the beginning? What did Kate do in the morning?
Kate woke
early in the morning.
Yeah, so Kate woke up. Very good. So what happened next? After she woke up, what happened?
She got dressed.
Yes, she got dressed. Children, I apologize for the error here. So this is supposed to be number 2, okay? So please take note. All right. And then after she got dressed, what happened? What did she do?
She went into the kitchen.
Yes. Then she went in the kitchen. Very good. Well done.
pan in the kitchen.
Very good. So after she went to the kitchen, what happened?
Fried eggs.
She fried some eggs.
Very good. Excellent. She fried eggs. And what happened at last? What happened in the end? Good job. She ate cookies with milk. So again, the beginning, the middle, and the end of the story. So there's a flow, and that's what we call the plot of a story. A story must have good sequence of events. When you are telling a story, you can use words such as first, to start in the beginning. For the middle, you can use next and after that. At the end, you can say last, in the end of finally. So these are the words you can, if you want to use to write a story with a good beginning, middle, or end. These words help keep the events of a story in order. So when you use words like these, they keep the story in the right sequence, in the right order, so that your reader can understand what you are writing. Here I have another story, and this time I have not used the word beginning, middle, ending. I have used the word first, next, then, last. Right. So who would like to read the story? Remember, start with the title. Ben's
morning.
Okay.
Ben woke up early and got dressed. He brushed his
Very good. Well done. Okay, now I'm going to read the story again for the benefit of children who didn't follow the story, all right? Ben woke up early and got dressed. He brushed his teeth and made his bed. After that, he ate 2 large eggs for breakfast. Ben walked to school with his sister. So what happened first? What happened first? Okay. Is it
Number 3.
Number?
3.
Yes, very good. Number 3? Okay. I don't know why there's an error here. Sorry, children. Yeah. Okay. He woke up early and got dressed. Yeah, he woke up early and he got dressed, right? So after he got dressed, what happened next? See, he got dressed and then he brushed his teeth and
his bed and made his bed.
so which picture?
Number C.
Yes, number 3. And after making the bed, what did he do? What did he do after making the bed?
After that,
Number 1.
Number 1. Excellent. Very good. Well done. And finally, at last,
Number 2.
very good. Good job.
to school
Okay.
with his sister.
Very good. So do you understand the flow of the story? Okay, let's go to the next. Okay, here, they look at the pictures. Remember instructions. Observe the pictures in order and finish the sentences. So please take a minute to look at the pictures first. Right? Follow the instructions. Look at the pictures, understand the story, and then we will look at the sentences. All right. Can you read?
I
Yes.
went to my friend's house.
Very good. I went to my friend's house. So that's the beginning of the story, right?
First,
I saw his cat.
Very good. I saw his cat. Then, oh, very good. Well done.
I saw
Good job.
his fish.
And the end, he loves his cat. Very good. So that's the end of the story. It's a very simple story, but it's in a good sequence. All right. Last, yeah, here. What's the title of the story? Very good. Good job. Well done. Again, I'm going to read for the benefit of children who didn't read along. All right. Matt the dog. Matt is a dog. He likes to dig holes. One day, Matt was digging a hole in his backyard. Soon, he found a bone. Matt was so happy that he began running around. When he got tired, he chewed on the bone. Later, he went to take a nap. So that's the story. What is the beginning of the story?
Matt is a dog. What
What did he do?
He dug a hole.
Yeah, so Matt is a dog and first he dug a hole. Very good. And then what happened next?
Soon he found a bone.
Yes, next he found a bone. Well done. And then what happened after that?
He was happy and
Yes, then he began running around. Next. What happened after that?
when he got tired, he chewed on the bone.
Yeah, after that, he chewed on the bone. And what happened at the end of the story?
Later, he went to take a nap.
Yes. Lastly, Matt went to take a nap. So do you see first, next, then after that, lastly. Yeah. So these are the words that sometimes help you to keep the story in a good sequence. Here I have a little story for you. It's about making tea. How many of you love tea? I love tea. Mommy, daddy loves tea. Aunties and uncles love tea, right? So do you love tea too?
Yeah.
Yes, you love, right? Okay, good. All right. What's the title of this story?
A good cup of tea.
A good cup of tea.
Excellent. All right. So let's see the recipe, the procedure of making a good cup of tea. And we have used words like first, then, next, after that, afterwards, finally. So these words help to put the whole story in sequence for us. Right. Can you read?
First,
Boil some water on the tea and spoon of heat
Boiling water in the pot. Wait for 5 minutes. After that, pour the
water into a pot and 7
or lemon.
that
Pot. Enjoy your cup of tea. Finally, you feel really refreshed.
milk of lemon for 1 enjoy of tea.
Very good. I really appreciate your enthusiasm and you are really very hardworking. I can actually hear many of you reading, trying your best to read all the words and the sentences with expressions and correct pausing. Excellent job, children. So now I'm going to read the story again for the benefit of some of your friends. A good cup of tea. First, boil some water, then put 1 teaspoon of tea per person in a teapot. Next, pour the boiling water into the pot and wait for 5 minutes. After that, stir the tea and pour it into the cups. Afterwards, add milk or lemon. If you want, enjoy your cup of tea. Finally, you will feel really refreshed. All right? So,
Madam, I have got a problem.
yes.
What is the meaning of afterwards?
Oh, okay. The meaning of afterwards is the same as after that,
Okay.
right? Afterwards or after that. So you can use both words, but they mean the same. All right. Thank you for asking. Good job.
Thank
all right.
you, Mom.
Okay. So now you know that you can use these words to put your stories in a proper sequence, right? And all stories must have a plot. It must have a beginning, must have a middle, and must have an ending so that your readers can understand what you are trying to tell them. Right. So last week, we looked at the picture at the beach. Do you remember? Yeah, and everybody gave me sentences about the picture. You all discussed about it. So I have used what you have said and put them into a story. Story by grade 6 and 7, Sri Lanka Sunday English class. That's you, you know. That's all of you. It's group work, teamwork. Well done, okay? Okay, I'm going to read this. Would you like, we'll do what we did last week. Maybe we will have one at a time to read. Who would like to go first? Kasuni, would you like to try? Would you like to try to read the story, Kasuni?
yes, teacher.
Oh, that's wonderful. Good job. Shall we start? Remember, start with the title.
At the beach. It is a bright, sunny morning. The children of Sunday English class are at the East Coast Beach for a picnic. There are many starfish and seashells on the beach. Two of the children are playing beach ball. Some of the children are playing in the sound, building sandcastles, and some are flying kites. A few of the children are swimming while a girl is having fun surfing. They are very happy to be at the beach.
Well done. Good job. You read very well, you know that. Good job. Okay, let me maybe help with some of the words that that you may want to read again. Try the pronunciation again. This is sand castles. All right, sand castles. Okay. East Coast. Very good. So anybody would like to try? Dinadi. Would you like to try Dinadi? Yes, don't. Yeah, I like the smile. Come on, you can do it. Oh.
At the beach, it is a bright sunny morning. The children of Sunday English class are at the East Coast beach shopping. There are many starfish and shells on the beach. Two of the children are playing beach ball. Some of the children are playing in the sun. Blind sandcastles are and some are flying kites. A few of the children are swimming while a girl is having fun surfing. They are very happy to be at the beach. Thank you.
Very good. Well done. Starfish, seashells, beach ball, sand castles, flying kites. Right. Next, Duliti. Would you like to try?
Yes, teacher.
Oh, good.
It is a bright sunny morning. The children of Sunday English class are at the East Coast beach of a picnic. There are many starfish and seashells on the beach. Two of the children are playing beach ball. Some of the children are playing in the sand, building sandcastles, and some are flying kites. A few of children are swimming while a girl is having fun surfing. They are very happy to be at the beach.
Well done. Good job. 2 thumbs up. Very good. Very good. I am very proud of all of you who are willing to try and are doing a great job. Okay, who would like to go next? Let's see. Who's next? What's your name? I can't see your name, dear. Sorry, I can't. Okay. Who would like to go next? Just tell me your name and then I will call it out. Who would like to go? Danitu. Okay. Yes. Please try, Danitu.
At the beach, it is a bright sunny morning. The children of Sunday English class are at the East Coast for picnic. There are and seashells on the beach. Two of the children are playing beach ball. Some of the children playing in the sand, building sand castles, and some are flying kites. A few of the children are swimming while a girl is having fun surfing. They are very happy to be at the beach.
Yes, excellent. Thank you very much for sharing. All of you are doing a great job. I hope next week more children would volunteer to read out loud. All right. So if you notice, the story has a beginning, has a middle, and has an ending. Right. Now let's look at this week's picture. Do you know this story? The Lion and the Mouse? How many of you know this story?
Yeah,
Yes. Okay, so using the words here, first, next, then, after that, last, let's see if you can tell me, share with me what's the story about. First, what happened? Look at the picture. First, what happened?
Lion saw a rat.
Yeah, the lion saw a rat, right? The lion is, what do you think the lion is doing?
The lion is dangerous.
Yeah, the lion is dangerous. So a very fierce, dangerous lion was sleeping or drinking his tea. See, he's having his tea, a lemon tea, right, in the jungle. And then he saw a, he saw a rat. So what do you think the lion told the rat? Or what did the rat told the lion next? What did he tell? What do you think the lion will want to do to the rat? Do you think the lion wants to catch the rat? What do you think the lion wants to do to the rat? Look at the picture here. What do you think the lion did to the rat? Did it catch it or did it set it free?
Set it free.
Yes, he set it free. So first he looked at it fiercely, right? And the rat is very scared. Next he set it free. And then what happened next? What did the lion do?
The lion was walking.
Yeah, then the lion went for a walk. And what happened after that?
He trapped.
He got trapped, right? The hunters caught the lion and he got trapped. And what happened at last?
The rat saved lion.
Yes, the rat set the lion free. So the moral of the story, if you do something nice to someone, they will do something very nice to you too, right? So now this whole story, the lion and the mouse, using these words, we have to make sentences, right? So first, the lion, what did the lion do? The lion caught a?
Drinking a lemon tea.
Yeah, the first lion was drinking lemon tea. Then he saw
A rat.
a rat. Next, he let the rat. What did he do? He let the rat. Next, he let the rat free. Very good. I like the word. Very good. Then the lion went for a walk. After that, the lion got caught in the net. And last, the rat set the lion free. Okay. Very good. Okay, I will try to make the sentences and next week we will read together again. All right, so there are two songs that we will learn today before we say our goodbye. The first song is called Hickory Dickory Dock. Okay, the words are here. You may want to sing along with me if you'd like to. Hickory Dickory Dock. Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory Dickory Dock. Tick tock. All right, you can even do your actions. You want to do some actions with it? Hickory Dickory Dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 1. The mouse ran down. Hickory Dickory Dock. Tick tock. And then we have another song here, Down by the Jungle. And this time the lion is washing his clothes. All right. Down by the jungle where nobody goes, there's a great big lion washing his clothes with a rub dub here and a rub dub there. That's the way he washes his clothes. And a boogie boogie here and a boogie boogie there. That's the way he washes his clothes. So today you've learned 2 new songs, Hickory Dickory Dock and Down by the Jungle. Right. Time to say goodbye, children. So this is our goodbye song. Our English class is over. It's time
to say goodbye. It's time to say goodbye.
Goodbye. Thank you all once again. Goodbye. Goodbye. See you all once again.
Yes. Very good. Well done. You have made me so proud of you. Thank you for singing the song. All right. I'll see all of you next week. Meanwhile,